So speaking of Gale, though, I did a little 180 when his suggestion to bomb the nut is the prevailing decision. I feel like it's become much more clear that while Gale does believe in the rebel cause and wants the districts to be free of the capital, I think an equally, well, I'm not going to say equally large, but like the other reason for his fervent involvement is because he hates anyone associated with the capital, because he holds so much resentment and anger. He's willing to let people in District 2 die like this because District 2 falling means they get closer to taking the capital down and preventing future attacks against the rebels. And that differs from Katniss's feeling that even if District 2 is an enemy to the rebel cause, ultimately District 2 is just another insidious example of the capital's distortion and propaganda. But she still doesn't feel that means they deserve to be mass murdered.
You know, Gale gets a lot of hate for this moment, but I think context, as usual, is super important. Besides watching his best friend go into the games twice, he watched everyone and everything be destroyed and burned to ash in District 12. And you think of the description of the decomposing bodies and how he watched, not that it should matter because, you know, humans are humans, but watching children burn alive, right? The fear, the panic, not to mention the loss of his father in the mines at the hands of the capital, watching his mother work to the bone, his little brothers and sisters slowly starve to death. All of these things have shaped who Gale is. And so I think revenge and a lack of compassion is a very natural response, right? There's this, well, you didn't give a shit while we were all starving to death, so why should I care if a few, you know, dozen civilians get stuck in a capital military base? They're still aiding the military. And really that's exactly what Gale says. I'm not saying it's ethically right or wrong. You know, sitting in my nice air-conditioned house, it's really hard for me to be like, yeah, you know, where I'm blessed to have enough food and not have to worry about starving, right? But that's really easy for me to say. And I truly feel like I do not know how I would feel until I was in that situation. I really don't. But Gale feels like that is the right thing. I think he feels like it's justice for what's happened to all the people of District 12, right? And you're kind of like, well, I mean, it's a tricky ethical situation to navigate.